What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 Ultimate Team gameplay video. A lot of these lately. A lot of cool things happening with them updating rewards for Super Bowl. And then obviously whenever they do these house rules events, I always want to show you guys who we pull, especially. This one, you only had to get 10 wins. I want to just show some highlights here. Not honestly too many of the full games or anything. You can check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ChewbaccaLlama, if you want to see full games and more of exactly what I'm running. But the basic idea, again, we're running Kansas City Chiefs playbook on offense and the multiple defense, which is one of those gold playbooks on D, which allows us to put safeties at linebacker, 2 of the linebacker spots. So when you go to 4-3 normal, you can audible from 4-3 odd to 4-3 normal, and you can get 2 safeties instead of 3 linebackers. So you get 2 safeties and a linebacker instead of 3 linebackers. So it gives some really good speed and flexibility on what you can do on defense. So that's why I run that. But we got 1 win there pretty quick, and a lot of these games are going to be fairly quick because I don't want to make the video overly long when it is 10 wins total. And I did end up losing about, I think, 3. I think I went 10-3. Look at that stick. That was not too bad, huh? I got some good stick work. One play specifically that's coming in about a minute. That is absolutely, I think, maybe my best stick work of the year. But there's 2 wins, 10 wins. Let me know what you guys think of this event. I will admit, I did not love the event. I actually hated this event, and I probably, if I knew what this was going to entail, I probably would have just not played it. Just how long the games took. They took forever, and it's because you couldn't. I had all sweaties, it seemed like, pretty much almost all 10, and maybe it's elo score, maybe it's just bad luck. I don't know what the matchmaking was. I know it wasn't based on wins this week, because I played, when I asked people how many they had, I had 0 wins and they had like 5 wins or something. Like, it's definitely not based on wins, but maybe it was based on just pure, maybe it was just pure random. But it felt like I had a sweaty pretty much almost every game. But then sometimes I would get a couple games I had like not sweaties at all. Look at this mega dot. So I don't know, but I had a ton of sweaties, so I didn't like it. The 10 wins total I think is good. I would like to see them give you the reward for 6 wins in a row, or here we go. This is it. This is it. Watch this. that was. Tell me that wasn't nasty. Tell me that. I was so excited. The ripped chair. But I would rather it be 10 wins total or 6 in a row. Now, I didn't win 6 in a row. I got 5-0, and then I ended up losing. So I didn't actually get my 6 wins in a row. But a lot of people probably, if you're pretty solid at the game, wouldn't you, so you have to win 4 more games? I feel like just make it both, either or. You do this or you do that, you get the reward. And maybe that's not possible. You see him beat me really bad on Pat Sale, though. That's cross-man. One thing I did want to say with the cross-manning is, so that's why I run 4-3 normal. You can cross-man. Pat Sale is one of those routes that you can pretty much box doing it, and it didn't box it there. One, it's not, sometimes it won't 100%. You guys get his beat, but usually not that bad. If you're worried about actually that route specifically, you can simply just drag your safety that you cross man, move him farther away from the route, bring him down to the bottom, make him have to move a lot farther, and then I'm trying so hard. I am on conservative. I am a ball carrier when I run QB draw, so I'm not really worried about fumbling. You will never fumble with conservative with the QB draw. It's just the way it is in Madden. So if you're like, wow, how do you never fumble? I'm on conservative. I'm gonna dot him. And it's a QB draw. It's not I'm not scrambling with my quarterback. It's a design run, so he's like a ball carrier. So that is why I never fumble. So I don't know. 19-9 there. We get another win. I don't remember what I was saying. I will probably come back to it. This next game we play. This is actually a YouTuber here, and I'm always afraid when I play games against other YouTubers. I'm always afraid it's going to show up on YouTube and I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. Because sometimes I do. I've gotten blown out sometimes. And I'm always afraid. I don't want it to be on YouTube. I don't want to get blown out. 2nd and 1. I thought I had an easy read there. Unfortunately, you only get 2 downs. So that is a already turnover on downs. I don't want to get blown out on YouTube. I don't want to blow people out either, though. If they're a YouTuber, I don't really want that either. A poor read by him there. He had the other route, but I peeled off and ended up making a good play there. But thankfully, that's not the case. As I cheat him, I absolutely cheat him. As long as it's a competitive game, that's all I care. I don't need to win. Definitely don't need to win. I will lose, but I just don't want to get cheated. And what you'll notice about what we're facing right here, he's crashing up a lot. You can easily tell that by looking at the D-line when I loop in. I do it too. So QB draw really excels against that. and you'll see it work decently well in this game. But the problem with this event for my offense is when it gets to second down, it's really fourth down, and I hate running on fourth down. I absolutely hate it, as I don't know what I was doing with my... Man, my user skill's not great there. But I don't know. I just feel like the QB draw, I just don't like running on fourth down, and so I feel like my offense was not quite as good. Overall, it's hard to play offense when you only got 2 downs. It's more of a defensive game. If you go to overtime, you probably kick instead of receive. It's just weird. What you'll notice is this guy also was running a lot of 5-2, and I don't hate 5-2. I actually love facing it because I feel like it's very predictable where the pressure is coming, and you just make those quick reads. You make, either slants, drags and stuff. It's really hard for man coverage to stop those. So you just have to have those quick reads if they're gonna send them. It's not that great of pressure, I don't think. I gotta give him props for still trying to make 5-2 work. I just don't think it's good. If you're running 5-2, if you can make it work, it's good. But I just don't think it's good. We did. I don't know. That was a questionable decision by him. It was first down, so he didn't have to make that read. If it was 2nd and 5, I understand it. But we did understand when he was running offense. He was in the Pats playbook, and I felt really good about what he was doing, making me what I was able to do to counter it. So he always was playmakering. Obviously, ideally, I want to man up the guy who he playmakers. You see, JJ didn't even get blocked there, like just cheat his brain in. But I do like to, if I know they're gonna playmaker, which I don't know if it made the, but a lot of times I like to put a hitch route on the trips tight end, and I would just go ahead. I think it was that trips tight end. I don't know. You have to put a hitch route there, and if I could man that up, like that should lock it up pretty well. So you will notice I like to man people up. Really like it. I think that it is a really fun way to play D. Generally, is to man people up, and I think he expected me to peel off there. Earl Thomas. If you're wondering why I'm using Earl Thomas, it's just because I wanted to. He's not a good user. Obviously, he's too small, but it's just because I wanted to. Like some little QB draw action there. It's not like we didn't run it. It just wasn't quite as effective. And against someone like this, I do think it's much more effective because he is crashing up. So of course we're going to, that's our way of defending it the best or countering it is by running QB draw and get them out of crashing up. As you see, everybody was open there. I had to choose one. I should have chose the other one because that was the bigger game there, which he almost got a touchdown there. But obviously hindsight 2020, I didn't end up making the right decision there. Both guys were open. Not great. I manned up. It was just everything. I just made the worst adjustments, it looks like, from watching that back. Just not great adjustments. But we did end up holding the door 16-6. It's in the 4th. Obviously, this game is not over because of this. I feel like I had the receiver and I get hit. I don't have Gunslinger on Deshaun Watson because I'm afraid of hitting my lineman. And maybe I just need to just suck it up and be like, you know what? It's going to happen sometimes. As you see, that's a deep half in Kareem, and he's not even close. I guess I should have put a deep quarter there instead of a deep half. I definitely should have done that, actually. But he was not even close. That deep half, sorry about that. That deep half was nowhere near. And this really confused me. I thought it was clearly beaten Michael Thomas coming across the field. It is Michael Thomas, though. A few extra speed, that's definitely a completion, I think. And that's what I get for, running Michael Thomas. You take that. You get Moss or Calvin, get more speed. Get somebody that has, the fat. But I just like Michael Thomas, okay? From the Ohio State University. This time, I do think we have the receiver. Either one, I think. And we go ahead and hit X. I think A would have gotten open eventually. We hit him there. But again, like, it's 2 minutes. You only get one down, really. And then you got to kick your field goal. Like, that's really, you either score the touchdown, you kick your field goal. We take our field goal, 19-6. We did end up stopping him. We get the ball back. This is a huge play here. And we low point him for a first down. I actually think he might have gave up at this point. But we go ahead and stop it. We go ahead and get the touchdown, and now Lurk it to ice the game. Really good game by him. It would be more fun to play him like a normal game. I really, I didn't like the rules. Like, it just made the games go by so, it took forever when you only have 2 downs and the only 1 down. The first, you can't chew clock, right? Because then it's like 4th down, so you can't even chew. It's like, if somebody's going to play a full game, it's going to be the longest game of your life. Like, it's so long. So, I personally very much did not like this house rules event, but let me know what you guys thought. Like, I might have just been me. Like, if you got people to quit really early, I'm sure you love this house event. Me personally, nobody was quitting early. They seen ChewbaccaLemma, and they want to expose me, And so nobody was quitting early, and we were playing, very long games. I think like 2 or 3 of the wins were fairly quick. The rest of them were full games, and I lost 3, and those were all full games because they were all one of them. I quit early, and I actually I'm gonna talk about it when we face him again right now. So this guy we're facing here, this was a turbo blitzer, and I'll explain it more when we show it off on a few plays. This is the only time that you're ever gonna see me showboat on somebody. I played him before, and basically he turbo blitzes, so he takes advantage of the AI's offensive line and able to rush right up the gut. And the thing that I hate most about it is, even though I pick it up almost every time, it still sometimes comes in, and it's so annoying when a user, you block 6, they send whatever 4, and a user just rushes right up the middle and there's nothing you can do. Like, it's just bad luck. As you see, his offense is really bad. No offense, but I'm meaning offense because this guy's a scumbag. That's so harsh. This might be it. You'll see. I think I'm doing it. At least according to the chat, I was doing it exactly. And you see, he runs around, and sometimes he runs up the gut. Sometimes he's able to run around, and you see he just comes right through. And that's basically the first time I played him. That's what he was doing. And this time is not the case. He ended up getting up ahead of us, 23-13. So I didn't show a lot of that. It was a lot of just bad offense on both sides, but mostly me because I gave him too many points because of my bad offense. But people were in the chat saying, "Wow, you choked this game. You had it won. The game was over." And maybe I did. You see 2nd and 10. That's really 4th and 10. He plows forward. Thankfully, that's fixed, though. That's Gurley against Shaz. It is secure tackler, but I would have liked that to make that play. But here's the play of the game. Pat P. I didn't have a deep half or a deep anything. Shaded outside, manned up. I knew he ran halfback wheel. I knew that was his read. And I'm like, I trust my guys to make the play. If I make the right adjustments, I trust my guys to make the play. And that's exactly what happened. Patrick Peterson shaded outside with the man coverage. And he ended up, I don't know how he ended up picking it. It looked like he somehow got there in time. And he made the play. Thankfully, Pat Peak made the play, and we got the field goal. We got the win, and we beat him. And the next game, I don't show at all. I just want to show us a win. I think I at least show all the 10 wins. You'll know because I got the pack at the end. But some of them a lot more sweaty than others. But yeah, that off the reflex, whatever his name was. I don't understand why people. I do understand why people play like that. But it's in the game. Like, it's EA. It's in the game. It's, but you see, this guy showboat on me. Okay, this is when you struck a nerve there. He threw to a hard flat. My guy jumped. And he got a touchdown. Then I didn't even show the first part of that because it was a really bad throw by me. But he showboats on me again. So, I know it's part of the game. But now you just made me mad. QB draw that man, and I don't know what he's doing with this user, but we're gone. Deshaun Watson gone for 6, and I don't know. Somebody in the chat actually said that I'm like exploiting the game with QB draw. I don't understand it. I don't really think QB draw is it's not even the best, even close to the best run in the game. So I'm not sure. I love QB draw though. Maybe I'm the scumbag. Maybe. But you see 2nd and 4 here. He goes ahead, tries to throw downfield, doesn't get it. And just like that, look at that. We're in field goal range. So all we have to do is make sure we get points here, and we're good. Of course, we're going to take a hit from behind. Big hitter fumble. What is it? How? Big hitter. What does that even mean? What is that? How does that even make any sense? I know whenever you get hit with your quarterback, when it's not a designed run, you are going to fumble sometimes. This is 4th down for him. He goes ahead. He doesn't want to take the sack. He just throws out of bounds. And so we go ahead and this time get our field goal. And we're up by 1. So we made a nice comeback. We're feeling good. Defense is just playing exceptional against this guy. And we're like, you know what? These are the types of games I want to win. I don't like people that showboat on me, though. This guy I don't really, the off the reflex guy or whatever, that was the guy. This game, is part of the game. Like, I played this guy before, and he beat me. So we went to overtime, and he beat me in a very good game. Could have went either way. It was a great game. So I will say that he's a great opponent, and he doesn't do anything like scummy or anything. So I can't really say you got a problem with him at all. Besides him showboating on me, come on. But I understand. He's trying to get under my skin. He did, but was that the right decision, 24-25. This is a tough one, and J.J. Watt just came in clean, didn't even get blocked. Sometimes it's not hard to pick up, but some people just don't want to, slide protect and stuff, so they just don't bother. And then we go with Deshaun right up the gut. Touchdown, QB draw. Obviously, that's my best part of my offense in this event. Just didn't play well for me for that. I just felt like it was just not QB draw friendly. I messed up my, here it is. I messed up my cross manning, and thankfully he lowballed it. I have no idea why he lowballed it. That's the only way that's not completed. I don't think if you lowball it there, that's almost never completed on that cut. They just always throw that in the ground. I've done that before. I don't think that was the right decision, obviously. Hindsight 2020. Again, yeah, we got the win. This one, I just want to show me getting cheated there. Maybe not. I look back, whenever I watch these games back, and I don't know if you ever watch your games back. Maybe not, probably not, because obviously I do it when I edit and such. But when I'm watching this back, I'm like, man, I just got cheated. And then I look back and I'm like, did I get cheated? Or did I just have a really bad user? Speaking of bad users, not. That was a beautiful one, huh? Nice lyric there. Probably pretty bad read by him. But yeah, I don't know if I really got cheated. It wasn't a great read by him, and because he agged me with Ricky Williams, it's easy to say I got cheated. But the fact is he didn't get touched, and he jumped in front of my guy going for the animation, and I got sucked into the animation. I ended up getting the win, and that's why I end up not, stopping it. So I feel like I look at it, and I'm like, maybe that was my fault. I just played that poorly. But we go ahead, we get our 10th win, and now here we go. All of a sudden, we got it. Here we go. We get Luke Kuechly, which I think is a dud. Not speaking anything about Luke Kuechly, but it's just not somebody I want on my team. Sorry. And then next, we get Pat O'Donnell. Was he by far the most common? I feel like I've seen him in everybody's pack. Why do they do that to us? Nobody wants you, Pat O'Donnell. Sorry. Nobody wants you. And then we got Christian McCaffrey. This is a dud. Obviously, and I think a lot of packs look like this. Hopefully you had a better pack than I did. It really doesn't matter who we pick. McCaffrey's fine, but he's not going to make the team. Pat O'Donnell would probably make the team because I could use a punter, but I'm running 50 out of 50 Texans, and I might as well just use a punter as a Texans because I don't punt that much, nor does anybody, nor probably should you really be punting that much. And Luke Kuechly obviously would never see the field because we have Ryan Shazier, and I only run one linebacker. I mean, he could see the field in like goal line situations or unique situations, so there is a chance he could be on the field, but when I'm running 50 out of 50 Texans, it doesn't make sense to use one of those spots for Luke Kuechly, in my opinion, okay? If you're a Luke Kuechly fan, which most of us are because he's a fantastic football player, I understand why that could upset you, but he's not that good compared to, what else you could run right now. He's great. He would be great on a Panthers team, and he would be great on a lot of good teams, but he just doesn't make my team. We quick sell him. We're 4-0 in this one. We actually stopped there because I'm not playing any more of these games. But I gave in. The chat said, re-roll. We got some scouts, so we're like, you know what? We quick sell him. Let's go ahead and see if maybe we can get what we're looking for. It costs like 900 scouts to re-roll, so like, okay, you know what? We need Odell and we need Pat Pete. We both have them on our team, and they're both auctionable. So if we get one of them, then we can just quick sell, or not quick sell. We can get rid of the other one. So we got a few shots at it. So let's go ahead and see. Maybe we get some lucky pull here. We'll go ahead. First one, we get Keanu Neal, probably one of the worst. Again, unless you're running a theme team, he's really not good. He's just not gonna make many teams. I don't know. That's my opinion. Again, I'm not impressed. But we try again. Let's see what we get. We get a Garrett Bowles, which would never be on the team because that's one of the few offensive linemen the Texans actually have that's good in Brown. So I actually never would use a left tackle that's not a Texan at this point because he's actually got a good card. And then we try again. This is it. We get another Christian McCaffrey. Wow. So that will absolutely not be the last one because we actually can do it one more time. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Last chance for the money, and we get Byron Jones, which actually is not terrible. He's obviously a fine card, but if you looked at my team, which I didn't show in this video, but if you looked at my team, I have, Pat Pete, who's basically mostly 99s, AJ Boye, who's 99s pretty much across the board with the Texans Kim, and Kareem Jackson, which is pretty close as well to having 99s. With the Texans overpower, like having all those Kims for the Texans, since I'm running 50 out of 50 Texans, as well as the pass D and all those extra boosts you get, it really doesn't make sense to use Byron Jones. So I don't know what I should do with my scouts. Probably use them for something else. Or I could keep, I could keep re-rolling, get other scouts, you know, and keep trying till I hit Pat, Pete, or Odell. But I've pulled that pack so many times, and I've still have yet to see those two. So I don't have luck there, and I don't want to lose coins by doing this event. Like, if I keep buying scouts trying to get them, I might end up losing out of it. I don't know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys did like the event, even though I personally didn't. I do like the 10-0 thing. I think that's a good way to reward just people that like to play the game, get people to play the game. I do think that 6-0 should also get the same reward, in my opinion, even though I did not go 6-0 this time, 5-0, and then I lost, so it does happen. And I apologize if I sound like I am being just frustrated with the way people play sometimes. I just don't agree with the way people play the game sometimes, you know? I don't know. You know, you play your game, and I'll play mine, I guess, and we'll see who wins. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma, out.